on the dot. I was playing some video games, and then I forgot to heat up my coffee. So I ran downstairs, heated up my coffee, because I bought it earlier this morning, and now it's cold, and I do not want to drink a cold coffee. Anyway, let's say hi to some people. DB Cooper, how's it going? Super thumbnail. Yeah, I decided to put Mocha in. A lot of people actually commented on the Beast video about Mocha being in the background. So that means most people watched it pretty much to the end, which was good. Master, how's it going? Albert, how's it going? Scott, how's it going? Beam Networks, how's it going? Z Gamer from Mocha's Tea Room. Ritesh from India. Great Computer Services, how's it going? Black Jedi, how's it going? Phoenix, Christopher, the Beast. Yeah, she was the Beast in it. I didn't even realize she was in it. I mean, we do have her cat bed sitting back there. The cat bed's not always there because that's where I do, my unboxings or whatever. But for the other time, she definitely is in there. Good morning from Florida. Retiree, how's it going? From Ottawa. I think, why was I going to be coming to Ottawa? Oh, this is cool. We'll have to look at that after. I think it was either Ottawa or we're going somewhere else to watch a concert, Bring Me the Horizon. So we're trying to decide if we want to drive down to Ottawa because it's like 4 hours from us, I think, 4 or 5 hours. Or if we would just want to go somewhere around here. So we'll see. Nerd, how's it going? Z Guy, how's it going? Gear, how's it going? Good morning, Jack. Cyberdog, you made it. If you don't need your Beast, I'll drive and pick it up. I do need the Beast because I need to do videos on it, right? That's what's powering my network rack currently. We did have a power outage. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and my ISP connections are not on battery backups or anything, and my bell didn't come back up. So I come to this computer this morning. It's getting an IP address, but there's no internet connection. I'm like, what is going on? Well, I had a policy-based route. This computer goes out the bell connection, and that was down, so. Geek, how's it going from Chile? How's the cats doing? They are doing good. Mocha's sleeping right now. Nilly's sleeping. Mocha's in the room beside me. Nilly's downstairs on the cat tree. I had a 25U rack in my home office, and my UDM Pro was on top slot, so my cat would always lay on top of it. Yeah, it would probably get fairly warm, I would assume. I didn't test the heat of the UDM Beast, but a lot of people in the videos also asked how loud it gets, and it's in my basement, so I don't hear it, but it's not overly loud. It's no louder than the UDM Pro Max, but then again, I only have like 30 to 40 devices on it. Good morning, Rebel. How's it going? Richard, how's it going? I just had a quick question. Can the UDM pull multiple IPs from the same WAN interface? Yeah, you could have like a block of IPs. If you have a internet service provider that gives you a block of IPs, you could definitely do that. So the Beast, that is the title of today's thing. We could talk about whatever, but the Beast did just come out. I'm probably never going to be using any of these other ports on it, but I mean, kind of cool. There's a lot more ports. There was also a lot of questions about people, why isn't it PoE? I'm thinking that's people with home labs who want PoE on it, but if you're going to be going with something this powerful, you're going to have an extra PoE switch. You're not going to be running everything off of your UDM Beast. Like the primary ports that I would use for here, obviously, is my internet and my uplink, and then the shadow mode. So in the version of the Beast that I have, this right here, this shadow mode, where it says shadow mode, we don't actually have that on there. And I only have one Beast, so I can't do shadow mode, unfortunately. Good morning from Surname. What's new on the Beast? I haven't done anything else with the Beast. I probably will do a follow-up video with some questions. The issue with me, it's going to be very hard to do like inner VLAN routing tests because this computer only has 2.5 gig. I do have the Ubiquity adapter, so I could put that in my Mac. It's going to be difficult. The most we'll be able to test is 10 gig throughput. UDM SE gets heat up a lot. I haven't heard the fan speed, maybe because it's in the ceiling fan that's on top. Yeah, true. Inside Wire, how's it going? Can you set the fan speed? That's a good question. I don't think so. Let me take a look. And I've had the Beast for... Oh. Why is it not showing up? What is going on? I can't even see my... Oh, here it is right here. I don't think you can do the fan speed. No. You could do the fan speeds on like the UNAS, but I don't think you can on the Beast. But let me see. Packet capture, Creative Fabric, SNP. No, they don't allow you to do fan speeds, unfortunately. Where was I? I know this doesn't help you, but I've been using the US mobile 3 big cell providers with 5G Max can pool all eSIMs together. Oh, nice. Or can pool. I don't know if you're asking me if you could pool them. If you're asking me, I don't know, but if it can do that, that's great. It's very difficult to find a good provider here in Canada. If anybody knows one who does unlimited data, that'd be great. I'm in a toss-up between the EFG or the UDM Beast for my office. We don't have a huge pipeline coming in, 10 gigabit, and I'm more interested in the inter VLAN speeds. Do you know what it needs for the cyber secure subs? I'm not, well, I'm pretty sure it does 25, well, they say it does 25 gigabit, right? I'm pretty sure, or 20, yeah, IPS throughput is 25 gig. The EFG, and mind you, the EFG doesn't only runs the UniFi network application. It doesn't run anything else. And their IDS and IPS is 12.5 gig. So, I mean, you're in the mark for both of them. This one's a little bit more expensive. So, I don't know. I would probably go with the Beast, but I don't know. That's up to you what you actually need it for. If you need like Protect and stuff running on it. Albert, good morning again. I have a UDM Pro and going to HA soon. I need the WAN switch. So I need a WAN switch first to use my UCI modem. Yes. I do have a WAN switch here. I actually took them out of my rack, but I need to re-put them in. It's a little expensive for 2 Beasts. Yeah, if you're gonna, you know, three grand, but to a business, that's really not that much money. And Cyber Secure is only $100 for the pair. Right? So that's actually pretty nice. $100 it says $100 for the pair. Yeah, it's only $100 for a pair, and if you do a single unit, it's $100. So I mean that's a nice advantage right there. Jacob, good morning. How's it going? Good morning. Almost missed the live stream. Yeah, we went. I mean, usually I go at 10 or 11, and today I went at 10:30. We're gonna go out, get some food, do a couple things. It is actually kind of nice out today. I don't think it's gonna get too hot. Let's see. Excuse me. I desperately need to put another access point upstairs. Oh, it's already 8 degrees here, or in Toronto. It's going to be 14, so that's pretty nice. Systex, how's it going? My G4 doorbell is broken. Is the door mini hub compatible with the G6 Pro entry? And does the hub work well with the G6? Well, if you're just using it as a doorbell, Albert, you don't need to get the door hub, right? It acts as a doorbell and Protect. So you don't need to get any hub unless you're going to be using access features with it, like putting an electric strike or something at your door and you want the NFC readers. Because right now, this is at my front door. I don't have it connected to any hub. It's just actually plugged into my network switch and it's working fine as a doorbell. Them dig ports. It would have, okay, I do agree. It would have been kind of nice to have like 2 10 gig ports. Just because of these newer APs, they're supporting 10 gig. But then again, you're most likely going to be getting, you know, different switches. The switches that will probably start, it's kind of hard because you have to go based off budget of what the client's budget is. But the XG switches are probably the ones that we're going to start standardizing because it's all 10 gig. Oh, it's not all 10 gig ports. What? Let's see. They only have 16. Well, whatever. 16 10 gig ports is pretty good because most of these APs, I believe these ones do, pretty sure they do 10 gig. Yeah, 10 gig on that one. What about this guy? Hopefully you guys don't hear my neighbor mowing the lawn. I don't know why he's mowing the lawn. There's like no grass yet. Okay, so they're both 10 gig uplink. So that is probably what we're going to start standardizing. Hyper, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Super, good morning. How's it going? From North Wales. Yes, hit the like button, people. I don't even know where we're at. I gotta look down here. Stream, 13 likes, 78 people. I plan on using the Beast to replace my Gen 1 UDM Pro 8 port switch. Nice. if you guys are going to buy it, here, we'll plug myself a little bit. How do I do this? Where is my Beast link? The one thing I forgot to do when I did the video, I'm like, oh, use my link, you know, affiliate link if you guys want to support me or whatever. And I forgot to put the affiliate link inside of the actual video, so that sucked. Let's see. But this is the link to my affiliate link for the UDM Beast. I do have a generic link that will kind of just work on everything, but that one will direct you to the Beast. But that's going to be a big upgrade. That's going to be great. It's funny because I've already had like 2 or 3 people reach out to me. Oh, I'll buy the UDM Pro Max off you. I'm like, whoops. I'm going to lock that screen. I want to move my, how do I lock this screen? I want to move my face. Lock position. There we go. Move me up a bit. There we go. Engineer, how's it going? How can the UDM Beast be more powerful than the EFG, but different? Well, there are some differences, and at the time of when I had it, I couldn't do like this type of compare because it wasn't listed on the storefront. So the biggest one, obviously, is it could run all of the different applications. Now, if you're going to be running Protect, like say you even have, we'll just say 40 4K cameras, you're probably going to be running that on something like the ENVR anyway, because you're going to need the capacity for the hard drives. Multiple or managed clients, you're looking at 250 more that way. The hubs, obviously UniFi Access, you can't manage any hubs. Typically when we're doing deployments, we're going to be putting the UniFi Access now on the UMBRs if they have UniFi Protect cameras as well, just because of the integration between. The number of clients you're up, the maximum number of WAN ports you're up. Oh, this has a 20, the EFG, oh, that's a 2.5 gig port. Oh, so the Beast doesn't even have 2.5. Interesting. It has the 1 gigabit ports. I think that is for shadow mode. The IDS, the IPS throughput is better. The one thing it's lacking is and I should have mentioned in my video, the RPS port. Not a lot of people like the RPS port. The only reason I don't like the RPS port is because those cables are like terrible to manage. So to do cable management with those thick power cables is just a nightmare. It would have been nice if they would have done a second standard power supply or a hot swappable power supply in the Beast. I think that would have been great. One thing you're missing, we don't have SSL inspection, so you got to be wary of that. The maximum consumption, blah, 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 blah. The processor is different between the Core and the Beast, right? And the weight and stuff like that. So a couple things to consider. Is there a difference? We kind of just went over it right there. That's the difference. I mean, and there's a difference in price as well, right? So the Beast is going to be cheaper for you. I don't even know if the Beast is available in Canada. I don't think it is. No. Oops, I don't want to compare. Yeah, it's coming soon. $2,100, $4,300 for a pair of them. Would be good to see how the PCI lanes are set up. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting to see. I know there was like drawings of the PCIe for, I don't know if it was the EFG or the UDM Pro. UDM Beast will pair nicely with our ECS switches. That's good. I was hoping the UDM Beast used regular Cyber Secure, not the Enterprise one. Yeah, I guess it is the regular one. I don't know what the difference is actually. I guess you just get more signatures maybe. I'm using it at home for teaching myself network engineering is what I'm doing a good idea. Yeah, I mean, getting hands-on, you don't need like a UDM Beast or any of that type of stuff you could go with like a, cloud gateway fiber or something even smaller than that to learn unified network. I mean, you want to learn the basics of networking at first. So like a networking plus course might be good. Is there a gateway that could handle more than 100 phones for, my pot light just went out. Let's say, no, there isn't. So that's what I was working with a client this week and they wanted to get like 120 phones or something like that. And there's nothing that could handle that. It could handle like the UDM Pro or Pro Max could handle up to 100 phones, but they don't have a standalone device for talk for like multi-location. JKino266, I probably butchered that name. How's it going? Good to see you. Can you explain the purpose of the retro hub? I have 2 locations with 2 Dawa door access panels through readers, I would assume I need to replace all the readers. You don't need to replace the readers. Let me go back to the US site. Depending if they're compatible, right? Because so what we do, we're replacing the readers no matter what. Just because, you know, whatever. That light is gonna drive me nuts. I might just turn those backlights off. So what the retro reader is, like, you can use OSD or Wiegand or OSDP readers. One sec, I'm turning that light out. I think the guy who did our pot lights didn't do them proper. So yeah, you could use those readers, but we're replacing the readers. The biggest thing here is the cabling, because with older access control systems or even newer access control systems that aren't Ubiquiti, they don't use Cat 6 or Cat 5 or whatever for the readers. They use like a actual reader cable where you could see they're going to have a bunch of different pinouts. So that's the main purpose. So you're not going to have to replace the cabling. The cabling is a big issue. So we just did a job that had 20 doors, used all the existing cabling, and just put on new readers. The nice thing about this hub too, you could do 2 doors per hub, but you also need to get the power supply for it. Ellie, how's it going? KJ West, how's it going? Good to see you. I have a question about using the UDM Beast. Do I need a switch or can I use the 10 gigabit ports? You could use the 10 gigabit ports on it, but they aren't PoE. Those affiliate links, yeah, the affiliate links. So what will happen? It does work in every store, but what happens with the affiliate links? I'm gonna put this in chat. I know the chat's way down there now. That's just my basic generic one. So it will direct you to the US store. Then you just change your site store to whatever, you know, if you're Canadian, you go to Canadian store and it will work. I'm beast tempted looking at the UDM Pro Max and a Pro XG8 PoE for the PoE 10 gigabit switch. Already have a PoE Pro Max PoE, so future proof kind of for, yeah, it kind of makes sense, yeah. The Beast was shown like a very long time ago. I think we saw it at Ubiquiti World Conference Miami, and we might have seen it before then too. I don't know the PPPoE performance. I haven't tested that out yet. I guess I could put my Bell to test out the PPPoE, but I only have a 3 gigabit connection anyway. I'm not sure why they don't. Maybe not enough processing power. I'm not sure why they don't have the ability to do high availability. It looks like they haven't released the next gen gateway version for the UDM Beast. Well, they've released the UDM Beast, but there should be other things coming, I guess. I don't know. Like, hopefully they redo the whole lineup. Yeah, hot swappable would have been really nice. I think that was a bit of a miss, but still. The fans aren't noisy. I don't notice it, but then again, my network rack's in the basement, but even that, like, I have a computer and stuff down there. I play my guitars and stuff. I don't hear it. Can you use your UDM Pro Max in shadow mode with the Beast? You cannot. You have to have the same devices. So you'd either have to have 2 UDM Pro Maxes or 2 UDM Beasts. Kind of wish the Beast was a part of the... Yes, I wish it was a part of the partner program as well. That is true. I didn't even think about that. Just testing out the USL relay. Just got it with my garage door. It opens, closes, but I'm still trying to figure out how to detect if it's open or closed. You would have to... Oops, you would have to... I don't know if they have a diagram with this, but you'd have to integrate some sort of sensors, right? Like, does your garage door opener have an open-close magnet or sensor? You could always... How could you do this? You'd have to wire it into one of this input. I thought they showed it here. Right? So there's a contact, like a third-party contact. Yeah, so this is what you'd have here. Like, this is how you'd wire it up. So this could be just like a magnet or something like that, and then it just shows open and closed. Obviously on the door that rolls up, you're gonna have the part that's the actual not attached to the wires, and then the wired part. I probably can't show you. Let me just see. Where'd that go? Door contact. See, something like this. Oh, come on. Come on. Why it's having troubles going? You'd get something like this, right? And then you'd wire it in. So you'd wire this side in, and then this side would be on your garage door. That would show you if it was open and closed. You could get those for pretty cheap off Amazon too. Also, is your live stream will it include 4K and captions? Also, in your live stream, will it include 4K video? My live streams aren't 4K. I'm running them at 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames, and they won't include captions, I don't think. Maybe on playback. A lot of people have been asking me to do the auto dubbing, but the reason I don't do auto dubbing is because it doesn't work that well, and it actually hurts the channel right now anyways. Does the Beast have the capability for AI detections like the AI key? I believe it just does the basic stuff like smart person vehicle detection or whatever feature sets that your cameras have. Trying to figure out a way to get a USL entry to show, but no idea. How do I connect it? How do I connect it for status on the relay? So you want to be able to see the relay? Like, is it showing up in your UniFi Protect? Oh, sorry, I just would have mentioned that. You need to get the door open close magnets. I'm relatively new to UI routing. Been a PF Sense guy for 20 years. We have a /27 and routed 27. Yeah, UI, yeah, you could do that. Yep. Version 6, I haven't even played around with IPv6, so I'm not 100% sure on that. How many ISPs can it support? You could do 8 different ISPs on the Beast. You only can put 1 VLAN per ISP though. Okay, so it was in Miami. Yep. Yeah, I thought they showed it in Miami. Hold on, I gotta close a couple things here. There we go. But I see now way to wire the no way to wire the magnets. Well, it showed you right there, right? Here's your communication or your COM port. It's going into the, looks like it's going into the power. And then you have your input, so normally open. That's what it looks like to me. I haven't tested it. So actually, good thing you brought up that. I'm going to be connecting this to my garage door as well. I have one of them. I bought one of them. I might get a second one because we have 2 doors. Oh yeah, that's the door board. Anyway. Then, oh, they have the entrancement. Yeah, so you should be able to see that. I'll do a video on it. But my garage door is like an older door, so I need to buy this thing to connect to it because it has a security button, and you can't connect UniFi access or any UniFi relays to it without this. So I just ordered 2 of those, and I'm hoping they come fairly quick because I want to do a video on this. I'm probably not going to keep this. I'll do a video on it connecting it to my garage door, but I'm probably going to switch over to UniFi access because, yeah, I want to be able to do some certain things with access. I'll do a video on that as well when I install the access. How can I buy devices available? How can I buy devices available in the Canada store and get them shipped to the US? I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you can't unless you try to go through a freight forwarder, but I don't think that really works anymore. Any suggestion on who I could bug to get into the UniFi the certified installer programs? I already partner and submitted my application. I think the only way you could do it is join that wait list, which you've probably already done. I'm not even sure who runs that program, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, you could use the Superlink sensor. I didn't even think about that. And then you could see, but yeah, interesting. Hi, is there a solution to see the doorbell light image and talk back on unified device inside? Talk G through Enterprise Intercom Viewer, any? So the intercom viewers, none of those work. I don't know if you could do it on the phones. You'd really have to do it just through your phone app. I'm gonna try that out. I still have those magnets. Even if you didn't have those magnets, or like, you could probably buy a pack for a couple bucks. Shows only switcher button for the input. Interesting. I haven't even powered mine up yet, so I don't really know. So the size of businesses we do, we'd probably just go with the new Beast anyways, just because a lot of our clients are going to integrate different applications with it. I'm currently still running the legacy firewall rules on my UDM SE in the home network, but I'm hesitant to upgrade to the zone-based firewall. Do you have any videos on it that explain it clearly? I don't really have a video explaining how to do the transition. I mean, it does. So what happens? It gives you a backup file if you want to revert for whatever reason. I do have a 2026 network video, which goes through some of the new stuff. You just see here. That's the network 2026 video. But zone-based is, I don't go overly in depth with the zone-based firewall, but it is better, and it gives you more functionality with the object-based networking and stuff like that. Zoom in again. Let's see. I'm using access with my door opener with the Connect BLIQ. I have Chamberlain MyQ or something like that, so I had to buy these extra things, which kind of sucks because this was an American, so I spent about $200 just to, you know, do my freaking garage door opener. And if I end up putting UniFi access, I'm gonna have to run a. Oh, my camera went out. Oh, it's back in. I'm gonna have to run a Cat6 cable. Gutwire, good morning. How's it going? They talked about at the Miami event, but they didn't show the actual device. Yes, that's correct. You clicked because of Meezer? I don't even know what Meezer is. You mean a cat, maybe? Yeah, no problem. What else we were going to talk about? I mean, it was pretty much Q&A. Has there been anything else that came out? I mean, this relay, I will test that out. Yeah, for the garage door, I don't know what I'm going to put on here for a reader, though. And then I'm going to get, I don't have any door mini hubs. I only have gate hubs, and I don't really want, does this do open close? Okay, so this does door position, so that's good. I'll probably get a couple of these, and then that's what I'll do with my garage door. I think it will make for a kind of interesting video. We still need to build the catio. I need to put cameras and stuff in the catio and do all that type of stuff. It would be nice to be able to do UniFi access on there as well, but that would be a little gimmicky. Yeah, the G6 doorbell, I mean, the G6 Pro entry will just show up in your Protect, and it's the exact same thing. Oh, you use, okay, so that's just another accessory. Is it ESP32 that connects in line with the garage door on the wall? Oh, okay. It's the rat go without having to do the part. Oh no, I should have got that. Hold on, what is that model? Connect. Connected. ELAQ. Yeah, because I'd rather not do programming. But I mean, this is more expensive. It looks nicer though. Should I get this too? Maybe I'll get both. Maybe I'll get both. I'm gonna look into this. That's $123, but I don't know if it's Canadian or American. It's probably US. I'm going to try using the bolt lock for a sliding patio door. Anybody have tried that? I have it at home. I haven't installed it anywhere because the lock itself, I think they only have fail secure. Where's the bolt? Bolt. Yeah, right now they only have fail secure. So, like, if your power goes out, how are you getting out? That's the biggest issue for this type of device. I mean, like maybe on a closet door or something, that's not a big deal where you can't actually get trapped inside. So I'd be kind of careful about that. The fail safe is apparently coming in July 2026. I personally would wait for that. But if it's an exterior door, if your power goes out, you probably want that to stay locked anyway. Okay, you have the output going to it. Interesting. I might try. I'll probably try with the rat GDO first, and then we'll see if it doesn't work great. I don't know. I'll probably get it off. Oh, you got yours on Amazon. Okay, maybe I'll. I like Amazon better because I think this is coming from the UK or something like that, which might take a while. And I think the rat. I saw somebody's video on this. I think it stands for Rage Against the Garage Door Opener. That's the acronyms for this, which is kind of funny. Let's see. Is there anything else new? Ask your questions. I don't know how long I'll be on today. We are going to go get... I'm starving. We're going to be going to this place. I don't know. Do they even have it? Oops, I spelled that wrong. I am, like, so hungry. Oh, that's not what it's called. What the heck is this place called? Hmm. This is nice that Ubiquiti does this on the site now, freshly stocked, so that you know what actually came into stock. Is that on the Canadian website? It is. So that's really nice. Let's see. Okay, that's all they have. I should probably pick up another UPS tower because I don't have one right now. You'll definitely be using the failsafe. Yeah, the failsafe. I don't think it would be. I think it would be a nice bolt. The bolt is nice. I've tried it before. So to my knowledge, if you need a setup, set up a new access system to. Hold on a sec. Did I miss something here? So to my knowledge, if you need to set up a new access key to the system, you would need to go to the reader. Do you set up a reader on the small hub like mini allow? You could do that if you have an iPhone and you're using the if you're using the official UniFi fobs, you could program it with your iPhone. But if you're trying to use third party, it doesn't work. You would need, and that's what I brought up to them before, because you need somebody to be able to provision. Like if you're doing just think about like a sports club or something like that, where you have a ton of different members coming in and out, or a gym, well, going up to the door is a bit of a pain. Like it would be nice for them to just have a reader. Well, you know what I'd do? Actually, this is probably the best way to do it. Just get one of these. Get an Access Ultra. They have a hub built in, so you don't need if you're just using it to provision, get an Access Ultra. Because you could just sit it on your desk and that's all you need, because the hub's actually already built inside. Yeah, that I follow that guy, the guy on YouTube that's been doing. Yeah, I was gonna actually do a door here, and I never did. I never did. Do you have any clients that could take advantage? We do have one or two clients that do like media, like movie editing for Netflix and stuff like that they could probably leverage it, but. Other than that, I don't really know. Chip. It's like Chip or something like that. Hold on, I'll bring up his channel. I think it's Chip. Is it Chip? I forget. I gotta start unfollowing some people I don't watch. Where the heck is he? Off the Chip. That's it. Okay, there we go. Yep. Off the Chip. Off the Chip. Off the Chip. Oh, I can't even typing in his page won't bring him up. It's bringing up like French fries. Hold on. Let me find it. Oh, here he is, right here. Oh, one word. That's why. That's who we're talking about. He does not. He does a bunch of different things, but he did a bunch of UniFi stuff, which was like for his installing stuff in his house, which is actually really cool. I don't have any UniFi access in my place, not yet, but we'll end up doing the garage doors. All one word. Yep. Thermostat would. I don't know if the thermostat's ever coming, but that would be cool. You can also just do a reader and adopt it to the access without a hub. Would that work, though? I don't know if that does work. Have you done that? Oh, you've set it. Oh, okay. I thought you had to have it connected to hub. I mean, with the price of this, though, $175, what's the other cheapest reader? Retro reader. Yeah, I mean, it's cheaper to get the Access Ultra than, the actual reader. I'm using my Protect UMVR for my own security reasons. If you have any tips on how I could use that I have not been taught of, I have entry motion and glass breaker already with the siren. There are some things I think probably coming out, but there's going to be more. They are actually having it going to be alarm or monitored with an alarm company soon. So just watch out for that. Watch out for that. I'm hoping we see some more devices soon. This panic bar, I've never used this panic bar. I don't think Ubiquiti has really come out with anything else too new besides the Beast lately. I mean, the Relay just came out, so that's cool. The Device Bridge IoT finally came out. I thought this had been out for a while, but it hasn't been. I did a video on it a long, long time ago. I probably have one of them somewhere. I don't even know where I would have put it. Maybe it's in my drawer or something like that. Mike, good morning. How's it going? One video I haven't done is on their UPS. I haven't done a video on this yet either. So, I mean, I think they brought in a couple new feature sets within the UNAS anyway. I think there's like rsync or something like that now. So maybe it's time that I go and I do a new video on the UNAS. For what we use it for, it's just basic, right? It's just it's our video files that are being stored for it. So we're not using it like crazy heavy. There is differences between the UDM Beast and the FG. Different CPUs. We went over it a bit earlier in this video. If you need more than a unified network application, though, you'd want to go with the Beast. PM, how's it going from Switzerland? G2 reader is what we use and laying around. Yeah, we have a bunch of G2 readers. I have like 20 of them just sitting around now. Is there a limit on license plate access? I like how many LPR or plates could be in there. I'm not 100% sure. I just set up a quad head with a G6 in a parking lot for a client. Very fun. Yeah, we're doing. I've only put in one of those so far. It works well. So I have two more at my house right now. So we're putting in 2 of these. We're putting in, I don't know, like 4 PTZ cameras, and then we're putting in G6 turrets, like 20 or 30 of them. And then we're doing the ENVR core, so that's going to be cool. And we're also doing the enterprise hub. We're doing 2 enterprise hubs and a bunch of doors. So that's all going to be filmed. It is for a pew-pew range. That's all I'll say, because YouTube doesn't like some of that type stuff. So I'm going to have to edit quite a bit so I don't show certain things. But we'll show you the door installation. It's really just going to be a rip and replace, because they already had Ethernet lines to all their cameras. They have old cameras. Their access control system is also using Cat6. So it's gonna be a fairly easy job, because we don't really need to do anything besides take things down and put them back up. But I think it will make for an interesting video. What is the max NIC speed on most computers? You could probably, I'm sure you could go up to 100 gig, probably, I would assume, if not more. But you're going to be paying a crazy amount for it. Most people do like 10 gig. I don't know why they don't have the intercom viewers working with Protect. I agree with that. Jordan, good morning. How's it going? That way it doesn't show up as a random door. Yeah, that is true. That does make sense. I've hooked up a reader not connected to the hub, but it will not control a door. I used to program the RFID. Okay, cool. So yeah, you can use it. I'm using the Ubiquiti 2U UPS right now. I don't know if it's in stock. Probably isn't. I'm using this guy. That's what I have in my rack currently. Before that, I had a CyberPower in there. What are the most common cameras? That's a hard one, because every company is different. We just did a job at a plumbing place, and they went with all G6 Pro turrets, and these cameras are freaking huge. You know, it's hard. It's hard to say. I would say more so the turrets. I don't like the turret. I mean, I like the turrets, but I hate this. I hate cable whips. It drives me insane. Because I don't like putting back boxes on things. It makes it a lot more bulky than it should be. Yeah, famous last words. I probably shouldn't have jinxed myself like that. It should be easy. We actually looked at the job, so it should be a good time. We're going to quote another job for like 50 cameras for 2 different warehouses, so that should be all right as well. Every time I say it should be easy, yeah, it doesn't turn out to be easy. The post got deleted as it was written in AI. Thoughts? I don't know. I don't see what you said. What were you typing? If you were putting in a link or something like that, it's probably just gonna go away. Ritesh, no problem. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming by. I would like to see a meeting AV system form Ubiquiti. They have the tech to do it. A meeting AV. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Yep. Would you install Ubiquiti camera arm and attach the G6 PTZ to it? The arm. I think I've seen that. Like this guy. I don't know. Can you do it? I don't think you can. Can you? I'm pretty sure. Maybe you can. No, you can't do the PTZs to it. So no. They do have a little angled bracket for the PTZ cameras though, but it doesn't stick out that far. Following on from the camera question, do you have clients pick what cameras to use? Do you tell them? It's kind of back and forth. Some people just come to me and say, we want all these cameras. I'm like, all right, this is what we'll go with. Others will get our suggestions and we'll go through like the design center and we'll go, through the flaws and stuff like that. Any thoughts on someone's claim the Gateway Fiber outperformed the Beast? I haven't even seen that, so I have no idea. Are you talking for like inter VLAN routing or actual speeds? Because if you're talking about internet speeds, there's no way the Gateway would be able to do, the fiber would have been able to do that. Yeah, so I mean, typically we'll consult with people on what gear to buy for the most part, but there are some people out there who already know Ubiquiti and already know what they want. I think Talk needs to get some love. Like we need to have our own Talk actual device for scaling up. Like if you looked at Grandstream, they have like the UCM 6301 that could do like 3,000 clients or something like that. So we need something like that for UniFi Talk. Yeah, you could build your own plate. I'm sure they have stuff on Etsy and stuff like that were 3D printed. I have the corner mount before, but I just never used it. I'd put it flat on the front of my house. Yeah, it is pretty small. It is pretty small, the mount that it comes with, so it would be nice for it to come out a bit more. I'm hoping we see more with Talk. Oh, interesting. I don't know. I don't even have a fiber, so I wouldn't even be able to test that. I don't have a gateway fiber here, I don't think. When all the alarm stuff gets figured out, do you think you'll become a full security company? Maybe, probably. Because Ubiquiti is just so easy to integrate, but we really need that third-party monitoring. If you looked in early access for Protect, that's already out, but it's only for the USA. And I know a couple people have tried. I don't think full integration. I don't even think you could actually run it yet. You probably need like a UniFi OS update or something like that. Like there are jobs already that we want to switch over to UniFi Access, but they want it to integrate with a alarm system like SuperLink. So we're waiting for that type of monitoring to come out before pushing out to that. And it's about 15 or 20 doors, so it would be a good size job to do. Tomorrow we are going to run about 25 cables or 30 cables for a customer they're going to be doing, I think it's another 7 doors and just some door outlets. So that'll be all right. Tuesday, I'm going to quote some jobs. Wednesday, we're going to finish a camera job for this like food processing place. And the rest of the week, I'm not even too sure. We probably have other stuff. We have this big job that we're ripping and replacing that we'll probably end up doing that later in the week. Or we may start that the beginning of next week because I still haven't got all the gear yet. I love Talk. Set it up for my parents that wanted to keep a landline. $10 a month for a line. Yes, I know. It is a lot cheaper. The only thing is the phone price. That's a little bit more expensive, but you could always just get, where's their integration? Or is there a bypass? I don't know. I think there was a bypass somehow to get past the you needing a UniFi Talk phone before using a third party. But you could always buy an ATA and then you could put in whatever phone you want. Because most people, like my parents, they would never need a touchscreen phone. They would just need, like, we'd throw in some cordless phones or cordless Wi-Fi phones or something like that. And that's another thing that Ubiquiti needs. Like, we need a wireless phone. Yeah, you have a wireless handset, but it's not the same thing. It's not a wireless phone. Well, ask your last questions. I will stay here for maybe 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to go out of here, get some food, and see what else the day has to offer. Videos this week, I'm not 100% sure on. I want to do a new video on shadow mode. So I'll probably end up doing that with just 2 UDM Pro Maxes. Most likely I'll bring up, I have the, what's that rack called? The little rack that they have. Or I got it back, actually. So the place we installed this, there was like a brewing, little microbrewery here in where I live. And they unfortunately closed. They shut down. So they're like, do you want all your gear back? I'm like, sure. So I got my toolless mini rack back. So I'm going to end up putting my 2 UDM Pro Maxes. And I'll do a video on shadow mode because it has changed a little bit. I still have other things. I forget what. You used the ATA. Okay, cool. Talk should add that you could connect the line to it. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunately that they had to shut down, but it's a very hard market to be into. Like even rent for the place was like crazy high. I'm like, how do you sell enough beer to be able to pay for this place? I wish Ubiquiti allowed you to switch talk plans without losing your number. They don't allow you to switch talk plans? I didn't know that. For network gear, do you make the client pay for the gear or do you front the gear? I never front the gear, ever, 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 ever. I've learned my lesson where people won't pay you. So I never buy the gear first. If you want to work with us and say you need $10,000 worth of hardware, you're going to be giving me $10,000 for the hardware first. And then we'll actually get 50% of, okay, say the hardware was 10 grand and then our labor was 10 grand. We'll get the 10 grand for the hardware and then we'll get 50% of the labor. So we'd get another 5 grand. Once the job's done, we'd get the remaining amount of money. Years ago, I tried to do a business. This was, we're talking a long time ago, just a cabling business where I wasn't into networking. Jay and I we cabled this place. It was like 75 cables. The guy never paid us. So I fronted the money for the cabling and I never got paid. So that was the last time that I did that. For cabling jobs, we're not going to take 100% on that. We'll say it's a $10,000 job. We take 5 grand for the cables. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people who do that now. It's a trust thing, especially with new customers. Even when people book me for consultations, I'd make them pay upfront. Like you'll pay whatever my rate is. I think it's $200 an hour right now, US. That will be paid up front. Then I'll give you my calendar link and you can book a time. You do the exact same with labor. You have to. You honestly have to. Well, I don't even know if they watch my channel, but I'm not gonna say names. I don't even actually know the person's name. The only downside to that, we had a customer. This was like 3 weeks ago, and our labor wasn't even much. It was, well, I mean, it could have been a little much. It was about 2 grand for a rip and replace. I didn't think it was that much, but it was literally 10 grand in cameras. So they sent me the deposit. I bought all the cameras. Oh wait, did I buy the cameras? No, I never ended up buying the cameras. They said after they sent me the 10 grand, they said, hold off on buying cameras. I need to see if whoever, like my parents or whatever is, want the labor price. I'm like, well, you just sent me 10 grand. So a week goes by. I'm like, all right, what's going on with this? Because I got all your money in my account. Anyway, they decided to cancel or said, could you come down 50% on your labor? I'm like, no, we can't do that. It's not worth it. One, it's far away and whatever. So in that case, that kind of sucked because one, they paid with a credit card. If you know anything about business, credit cards usually take a 3% fee. So now if I send them back the exact same money they sent me, I'm losing 3% and we're not even getting the job. That's the only time it happened, but it was such a mess. They should have thought about this before even paying a deposit. The real question is what you do about change orders or underestimating based on getting incorrect information. You know what? We've never really, like, we have add-ons all the time, like especially with this new Pew Pew shop that we're going to do. There's going to be add-ons for it for sure. And they just said, just keep billing us for whatever we do. Most of the time we're pretty on, but if there is extras, like if it's a hardware extra, we'll just get them to buy it or pay us for it. I really haven't had too many issues with that, to be honest. Support told you would have to get a new number from, go from the Plus plan to the Pro. Interesting. From the Plus plan, that's weird though. Because I upgrade, I don't know. Interesting. You see things in the store that you've never seen before. Well, each store is going to be different depending where you live. Like I live in Canada, but I always look at the US site, just because the majority of people who are watching are probably from the US. So they even have different things in the store compared to us in Canada. Mostly just like the new things like the UDM Beast. And that's a good question. I'm surprised they didn't put it in the partner program. They really should have put the Beast in the partner program. I'm going to talk to them about that because like we rarely ever, I don't even know if I've sold EFGs, to be honest with you. I'm looking forward to getting some of this too. I think I might be getting this and the AV bridge. Well, we do with some people and others we don't. It really all just depends, but I'm going to start because there are differences. Like even now there's that memory surcharge, right? And I didn't know about that when we quoted this job. So luckily I only got a $50 memory surcharge on like about $25,000 worth of gear that I ordered. So I'm going to be starting to write that in something. Yes. How do you price CC? So my pricing is going to be a lot different than other people. One, I don't have the overhead that most people have. So we're going to be pricing we price per cable. Like if we have to pull cable, we're doing whatever the cost is per cable. And then we're doing about a half hour time per endpoint. So it's going to be cable and then half hour to put up the device. I think the fact that it has a Grandmaster clock and it is freaking awesome. Hopefully you can expose it locally. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm not a huge AV guy. I talked about this before. I don't really know much about it. So I'm going to start to try to learn about it. My brother and I were out for lunch at this one place it's like a sports bar or something like that. And all their TVs, like my brother's a huge sports fan. I don't watch sports, but he's watching, I think it was the Toronto Raptors game. Well, one of the TVs was faster than the other, and it was driving him absolutely insane because he couldn't see the one that was actually ahead of time. So he'd hear people cheering and wouldn't even know what was going on. So obviously they have an audio video issue within that place that maybe this stuff could fix it, or the stuff that they actually have right now could fix it. It's definitely a timing issue though. Well, that switch is it's meant for audio video deployments. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not huge into AV, but if we may get into it. I do have 2 power amps that I still need to use. Like they're in my basement right now. So I'll have to get some speakers, in-ceiling speakers. I'll probably show the installation of it. My basement's wide open, so I'm just going to put the speakers in. It's just going to be in wood framing right now. And then we'll test out these power amps. Eventually, I may put them up here. I'm not sure, though. I'd have to recable and get my attic, and I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, yeah, maybe that's true. EFG versus the Beast. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Like I said at the beginning of my video, it's going to be extremely hard for me to test this out. I have a 3 gigabit internet connection. That's the fastest I have. I have like 30 devices. There's not really a way for me to test it out. Like even the EFG I couldn't test out. Oh yeah, maybe it could be that. No STP on the built-in. Oh, on the Beast, is there not? Take a look. There should be, if not. PC port manager. Click on a port here. Disables this port if. Oh, you could turn on. Turn on loop. Yeah. Hold on a sec. Disable ports. Loop protection does not depend on spanning tree, and this could still okay. So they have loop protection or layer guard 2 protection, but it doesn't look like they have standard STP. Interesting. I don't use any of those ports anyway, so I mean I'm okay. Waiting on the EFG core. Hello from Italy. How's it going? I wish they still have the EDU APs. Yeah, it would be nice if they had some sort of speaker system or paging system. I really want to see how the UDM Beast handles shadow mode for extra apps. I wish I had a second UDM, or sorry, UDM Beast, and then I would have showed you guys, but I only got sent the one. I highly doubt they would send me another one just to do a shadow mode. It's probably unlikely. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I'm hungry. I want to go get some food. Watch out this week. There will be some sort of video. I might do the shadow mode on the Pro Maxes just because there is some new high availability things. We'll also talk about, what the heck is this? What was it called again? We'll also talk about the device supervisor again, just because why not? We still can't do MC lag because I don't have those switches, and we can't do stacking because the stacking switches aren't out. But we will test some things anyway. Ubiquity, send them another beast. I think Clay or DPC might have 2 beasts. I'm not 100% sure. Are there any net compatibility software for Windows system? I'm not 100% sure on that. Not too sure. But everybody have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming by. Take care. See you later. Hit the like button on the way out. See ya.